Hi there. You get to try to guess what kind of bird I am here. Birds are the most amazing thing. When they first come out of the egg, oh my goodness, they're ugly, truly. And they go through some very awkward stages, becoming the beautiful things that they'll later be, masters of the sky. Okay, I give in, I'll tell you. See the talons there? I'm a bird of prey, huh? I'm an owl. I think this is just the cutest little guy. He's in a very awkward situation. Suppose maybe he fell out of a tree or who knows what, and why he's not in a nest. But anyway, there you go. Who am I? Who are you? If you're suffering in any way, this question has the potential to set you free from that. We suffer when we identify with the form. It's not who we are, not even. Look at the form when it's developing. The human form, it goes through some pretty rather ugly looking stages too. Lizard-like or fish-like or whatever. You know, it's a form, it's an avatar. The most important one there is for us, but still not who we are. Maybe when it comes to being in higher dimensions, we're about like this little guy here. We're really new to it. We don't even have all our feathers in yet, so we're not fully able to take advantage of all of our abilities. They sit there in potential for a while. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just playing around. Because, you know, we don't have to wait for ascension. We don't have to wait for 1221. We have the ability to move through the dimensions now. If you've ever been in a space where you were in higher consciousness, you weren't in 3D. Or you were, but you were also participating there. The journals don't come through 3D. When we go in heart, we step out of time and space. There's no time in there. And it's not linear. We're not restricted at all. We're not restricted anyway. Time is simultaneous. So we're living all of our lifetimes now. And then when we listen to the ones who have had really extensive near-death experiences, we realize we're also everywhere. We're not just every when. We're everywhere. We know what that is because we are that. I don't know how it works. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It works and it is, and it can be experienced. So many people are so afraid of losing their mind, as if to lose the mind was such a terrible thing. not to lose the mind. I say not to use the mind. Leave it aside. If you're in mind, you're in time, you're in space, and you're locked in 3D. There's nothing wrong with that, unless you're trying to meditate or, raise your consciousness. Mind just isn't the way. It can invent things for you. That's where a lot of people get hung up. They have an idea, they have an expectation, and they don't realize that they're divine and that they create. And so what happens is they use the mind to produce what they expect. And they can enjoy that for a while. But the thing is, it isn't real either. It isn't any more real than 3D is. I don't know if this makes any kind of sense. If you're in your head, it doesn't. If you're in your heart now, you've got a good shot at it. All suffering is tied to the mind and to 3D. Underlying all of that is the question, who am I? To relieve suffering, back away. Disidentify. Step back from your avatar. It's not who you are anyway. This isn't you. You've been smashed into this little small box and made to think it's who and what you are. Of course you suffer, Of course you can't achieve what in your heart you feel like you can. Your beliefs are in the way. You believe yourself to be the body, the mind. Your belief garden's a mess. Go pull some weeds. Plant some new flowers. There's a new series called I Am Divine. I hear it makes beautiful blooms. I am divine. Yeah. You're operating a lot of these avatars all at once. If you could back away from this one enough, maybe you could tune into some of that, some of those other embodiments you're running around in. Hey, it all gets back to identity and the fact that you're divine and that beliefs create. You see how those three interact? Now don't use the mind. Lose the mind and use the heart. Go within. Ponder on this stuff. Your heart has its own ability to think, only its ability is divine. It's a much lesser ability that the mind has. Okay? You're more than that. You're so much more. So much more. And let's say I'm this little owl chick here, and some eagle or something comes by and gobbles me up. I'm not gone. I won't lose a blink. I still exist. I'll just fly off and, go into owl nirvana for a while, awaiting my next shot at things. Things can happen to the container, to the avatar. That doesn't mean they're happening to you. The container, the avatar, will have certain feelings about it, certain thoughts, will have an experience that's painful. Okay, it's painful to the avatar. Okay already. That's not you. That's the secret. It isn't you. So you can be in the midst of it, but you can be in a certain amount of peace. You can be a river, an ocean of peace that underlies all of your experience. Okay? So it goes along with lighten up. It's called back away and don't use the mind. Good day.